Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Grossbill and welcome to the JesseAF show. Today is Saturday, May 4th, 2019, episode 83 of my daily podcast. Yeah, that's right, daily. That means every single day I'll be posting a new episode, so please check in tomorrow for my next episode. I'm on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, so if you have any of those platforms, please consider subscribing. That way you get notifications for whenever I post a new episode. Today, I'm going to be talking about, well, may the 4th be with you. And yes, I am a Star Wars geek. I am so into Star Wars that I've watched it my whole entire life. I grew up watching Star Wars, and it's just one of my things. I love Star Wars so much. And today is just going to be about how much I love Star Wars and what I've done with Star Wars. And the crazy stuff I've done during my life with Star Wars in general. So I watched Star Wars ever since I was little. I can't remember the exact age I started watching Star Wars. Maybe it was 12. Who knows? I really don't know. But Star Wars was my thing. I just absolutely love Star Wars. And yeah, I know, it's an old-time movie. I'm talking about the old ones, not Kylo Ren kind of Star Wars. Sure, that's interesting, but it's not my Star Wars. It's the new generation Star Wars. It's not really my Star Wars, but it still works. Like, Luke Skywalker was in it, so I was like, okay, I'll take it. But, okay, so I've been watching Star Wars ever since, right? And I just love it. Like, Star Wars is so motivational to me, and if you are a Star Wars guy, you'll completely understand the rest of what I'm going to be telling you, because guess what? I had lightsabers when I was little. I had games when I was little where there was like this game where it gave you the the training orb that like shot a little laser at you kind of thing. It was from Star Wars Episode 2 when Obi-Wan Kenobi was talking to Yoda and trying to figure out where the cloning planet was, Kamino. And the little kids were getting shot at by these little lasers. And also it happened in Episode 4, I believe. Yeah, probably Episode 4, where Luke Skywalker was also training with this thing and it zapped him a couple times. But it's just lightsaber training, basically. And basically the game, it was basically just that. There was a little orb, and you had your lightsaber, and the little orb that you had in real life, it had a little camera on it, which tracked your lightsaber. So you could, like, battle with the lightsaber. Oh man, that game was awesome. I literally had a birthday party where I just made that the feature of the birthday party. And this was when I was young. I wasn't older when I did this, but I'd probably do it now too. Why not? It's just so awesome. And it was funny too because the TV was one of those fat ones that was like really big, and we had it on my kitchen table because it was easier to do that instead of the bigger TV, but whatever. Everyone loved that, to be honest, but like, Star Wars is just my thing, you know? I spent hours every single day lightsaber dueling with my brother outside. I used to whack the crap out of him with it, and we used to break these lightsabers because we just played so rough, and it was a lot of fun, to be honest. But every once in a while you hit a finger and it's like, what did you do that for? And then you just go crazy with it. It's a lot of fun. But and then we also like walked around the yard just playing imaginary games of Star Wars. We're just trying to act out this different thing, and it was really fun. But like, Star Wars is just so in my blood that I just know it. It is my life. And that's just who I am. Star Wars is a big part of me. And I love it. And having a holiday, basically, for Star Wars, May the 4th, it's perfect. And I'm a kid. Yeah, I'm a kid at heart. I literally was watching episode 1, 2. I'm going to be watching episode 3 soon. But I just watched those this past week. I mean, I just watch these because I go back in time, like, oh man, that was interesting. Oh yeah, I remember that. And little pieces that I didn't remember. It's like, oh man, that's right. I just love Star Wars, okay? It's my thing, and I'm not a Star Trek guy. No, definitely not. I never watched Star Trek, and the only movies I have seen of Star Trek, I just didn't really get them. Like, they weren't my thing. Star Wars is my thing. I mean, I love Star Wars. And then looking at it, you see that Disney bought Star Wars, and they also have Marvel, and that's awesome. And then you look at, like, Thor, and how the actress that played Padme in Star Wars played, I can't even remember her name. I literally just watched Thor last night. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But she played this character in Thor, and then Thor Dark World, and then it's cool because it kind of brings back things. And then of course you think about, like, and how Mace Windu is Fury, basically, and it's just really, really cool because Marvel and Star Wars, they're just kind of intertwining, because of course then you hear, like, Peter Parker, like, oh, I used to watch this movie where they took down these really big things by wrapping around their legs, and then they just pulled them down, and that was the Civil War, and that was awesome. Like, it's like, oh man, just Star Wars is in my blood, and whenever I see like a little bit of it in the future, like in my now time, it's like, man, I love it. It's just perfect that way. And just, living my whole life, pretending that I had the Force, oh man, and then jumping. I'm a really creative guy, and when I was a little kid, I was really creative with the Force and believing that I was a Jedi and saber duels, and oh man, just bringing back the old memories. It's just like, wow, this is amazing. And then my friends now, like, I have these two friends that they're twins, but they used to do the same exact thing when they were little. Like, they would do Star Wars lightsaber duels, and they actually believed that they had the Force one day because one of them tripped by accident, and it was like, oh man, I Force pushed you. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. I love Star Wars, and Star Wars just keeps on making a comeback in my life. It's just one of my big things I just love doing. And with all the new Star Wars movies, it's like pretty cool because it's reminiscent of the old days, and it's like, man, this is awesome. And I just get to replay all these Star Wars movies, and I have all the movies. I don't have the new ones yet, just because, I don't know, I mean, I guess they're still part of it, but it's like, I gotta get me into it. Yeah, I have to get really back into the whole idea of, like, new movies with Star Wars. But, like, I even watched the cartoons when I was little. I played Lego Star Wars when I was little. I still kind of played Lego Star Wars in college because it came on the phone. It's just, Star Wars is life, and Yoda is life, and Jedi, dark side, everything. It's just, there's so much there, and there's a lot of really interesting things I've learned from Star Wars. It's just, You know, you have to really have patience to go into things, and to be really a master of something, you have to have patience. And when you have so much patience, then you can really master your skills. And it kind of goes into the whole idea of who I am now, and how I'm so focused on becoming better at different things. I always look at things in that mindset of, I want to be a master of it, so I have to have extreme patience, like Yoda said. I have to clear my mind. I have to put all anger aside. I have to put all fear aside. I can't go to the dark side. Can't do it. Can't. I have to be a Jedi. I am going to be a fighting Jedi for the rest of my life, even if it makes me look like a dork. I'm a Jedi. I don't know. It's just, it's me. It's what I grew up with, and I can't just get rid of it. It's just so awesome and so important in my life. Like, if someone hated Star Wars, I don't know if I could be able to talk to them. I just don't know. I probably could, but I just wouldn't feel so into the conversations I do with my friends that love Star Wars too. Star Wars is life. I mean, there's not much else to say about it. Also with Marvel. I mean, Marvel's life. DC, nah. I don't like DC. DC can go disappear. I don't care about DC. Marvel's where it's at. Disney is where it's at, even if they're becoming basically a monopoly. They're owning everything. They own Fox now. It's just, okay, Disney, whatever, but Star Wars. It's my life. And as every nerd is saying today on their YouTube videos, may the 4th be with you. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know I did. Star Wars is a big part of my life. Like I've said about 20 different times during this video, it's just my life. Oh, and podcast. That's my mic. Star Wars is life. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a great day. Tomorrow's episode will be interesting. I can assure you that. Have a great day.